Read with me this verse and tell me if I am wrong. And notice, let's see here, it's chapter 60, verse number 74, but it's not appearing here. Here we go, here we go. For among the rocks there are some from which river gush forth. Now you can say, well, he don't mean the water is coming from rocks. He is saying that it comes from the ground. That's false. It says from rocks, rivers. But anyway, so what your claim is very funny, and anyone in the world knows that without water nobody can live, unless you are Volkswagen. You do not need water for your generator. So a very silly argument from a very silly religion, from a very silly cult, trying to prove their prophet. Second, he said, scientists did not discover until 1931 the ozone layer, not liar, layer. Quran 21:32. Who is the Muslim would like to call me in Skype and read for me the verse? Who is a Muhammadan would like to call me and prove to me that Muhammad, he discovered the ozone through the Quran? Let me open my Skype. I just learned something new from you. Actually, I know about four, I have it in my books actually. But I learned from you Muslims that Muhammad is really, really amazing person. He was able to discover the ozone. I mean, who can discover the ozone? Only Muhammad. We are going to use this account. Let us see. Search for Arabian Prophet, Christian Prince, the one we used before. Yeah, Arabian Prophet, Christian Prince / Christian Prince. And you will be able to contact me. So, is it true really what the Muhammadan here are saying? Who is a Muslim would like to join us? Today we are using a new Skype. It's an old Skype actually. We used it before, not the one I used last time. No, not this one, not this one. Not this one, Lisa. The previous one. Arabian Prophet / Christian Prince. Arabian Prophet, Christian Prince. All right. Let us copy. Let me give you the link. Here we go. So who is a Muhammadan really? He would like to join us and tell us if this is a true statement or it's a fabrication made by the Muhammadan to make their prophet look like he is a scientific somehow. There is some truth or in him. Who is going to help us? Is it true what you Muslim are saying? If nobody call, actually that's mean the Muhammadan, they agree that Muhammad here is, whoever made this statement, Zakir Naik, Zakir Naik, he made a book. There's many Muslim made books and articles, millions of articles, hundreds of thousands of videos speaking about science in the Quran, speaking about the ozone layer. But is it true? Chapter 21, verse number 32. Anyone who want to take the challenge? Who is a Muhammadan would like to take the challenge? The question is very simple. You can do, you call me, prepare yourself and call me. Anyone? As you see, the Muhammadan are not responding because they knew this is absolutely fabrication. It's going to be an embarrassment if a Muhammadan, he call me and he decide to prove that this is what the Quran is saying. So if nobody call, we will give it a minute or two. If nobody would contact us, I'm going to open the verses and we will see if this is true or not. If people who send me questions in Skype, please, Christians, please, you can ask in the chat. I mean, so that everybody, I'm reading the chat. Why you want to send me a text in Skype? Skype, we made it. When we say a Christian can call me, nobody call. All right. Or other person saying to me, how are you? Yeah, I don't know. Ask my grandma. Anyone? Who is a Muhammadan would like to show us in chapter 21, verse number 30? Sorry, chapter 21, verse number 32. And look, the science is lined up, same chapter. 21, 30, 21, 32. That's amazing, man. Look like we're stuck in number 21. Actually, I like chapter 21. Remind me of my age. Next year I will be 21. Alhamdulillah. I mean, this is the most stupid chapter you can give me even to prove science. But aren't you really ashamed even that people will go and read? But let us go to the verses they choose. Any Muhammadan? Actually, here we have in chapter verse number 30, he mentioned that he made Allah, he made it from every living thing, from water, but he forgot to use other one in the same verse. The Muslim, they claim that this verse is about the Big Bang. But people are blind and stupid. Don't you see, don't the unbelievers see that the heaven and the earth were joined together as between two brackets one unit of a creation before we love them asunder? So you see here right away it says, don't they see? So this is something we can see. How we can see. So it's, you look, you see that the sky is up and the earth is down. So according to the stupid Muhammad, this is how Allah, he split the earth from the heaven. They used to be together, brother, but the fact we are inside the sky. We are not even a little dust in this massive, huge, universe. Not even a dust. So how we are really not in the heaven? So the silly Muhammad, in different verse in the Quran, he confirmed that Allah, he made the sky as a roof. And actually we will go there and we will read and we will laugh in the same verse, the same chapter actually. But what you see here, the Muslim, they say this about the Big Bang, but as you see, this is something we can see, and this is about the earth and the heaven are exist, but they used to be together. The Big Bang doesn't say that. So, stupidity is amazing. It's in front of you, the answer in front of you. Do we have any Muhammadan would like to call us? Isn't it Moonlight is a Muslim? Isn't it this guy Moonlight is a Muslim? Why he don't call us Moonlight? Be honest with me, Moonlight. Did your mom says to you, never speak to Christian Prince if I am not there? Huh? And now he will play dead. I mentioned his name, so he will play dead. He will stop texting. Are you there, Moonlight? I'm just trying to understand Jesus in my life, my friend. No need to be upset. My friend, we are not here to understand Jesus now. Why you are here to understand Jesus when the title is Prophet Muhammad? Don't you see that you are a hypocrite kid trying to divert the people from laughing at your prophet? Do you think it's going to work? We are laughing at you. Did you see my topic now? Let us understand Jesus. And how Abdul, he believed drinking camel urine is healthy, can understand Jesus. How Abdul, he think that wine is bad and urine is good, make him understand Jesus. Okay, let me block you. As long as you will not join with us in the conversation, we have no need for you. You are just taking away people from the topic. So don't the believers see, don't Moonlight see, hey, don't see. This guy, he believed that there is a shaitan, he take hair from his anus, and he is coming here to understand Jesus. Okay, how we can explain Jesus to you when you are a person, somebody playing with your anus, and you believe in that, and you accept it as a fact? Can you record it? So you can get me busted. There is a very advanced slow cameras, slow motions, in every phone these days. You can put it behind your anus and see if the prophet is saying the truth. You see, we do not need to see the shaitan. At least we can see the hair. I mean, the hair is physical. Even though shaitan is a physical, even Muslim, they believe he have sex with them. But at least record the hair coming out, man. It's a miracle. You know? And don't forget to say ouch. Because I think it's going to hurt badly. You know? I mean, like, what the heck? So look who is talking about understanding Jesus. Somebody believed that shaitan have sex with his wife. He did not say prayer before the intercourse. Allahumma zannibna saitan. Like, imagine now the wife, she is horny. She took off her panty and she is ready for the husband. And now the husband is time to make a prayer. Allahumma zannibna saitan wa zannib as-saitana ma razaqtana. Allahumma. And the woman, she's talking. Hey, honey, where do you go? We are going to start soon. Did you finish, honey, your prayer? Anyway, so as you see, this is a very stupid statement made by your prophet. Not only that, it says here, Allah, he said, I mean, this chapter is a treasure of stupidity. And we have set on the earth mountains standing firm, lest it should shake on them. So your stupid prophet, he think that Allah, he placed mountain in the top of the earth. But all scientists agree, including me. As you know, I am a scientist. I have a driving license, and this is proving it. You know, mountains is coming from inside the earth, not somebody throw them in the top of the earth. So your prophet, he claimed that mountains is a piece of rocks. Allah, he put them in the top of the earth because the earth is a carpet. And we can go actually see more verses. Until now, no Muslims is contacting us. It's a miracle. Okay. Somebody have a Muslim want to talk to me, but I don't give a date for talking. You can call me. So as we hear, Muhammad making a serious statement, proving him to be false again. Let us see. If we go to the Quran, we will see the mountains is mentioned many times. In Quran, but we need something to help the Muslims. Not to forget to mention that according to Islam, hail is coming from mountains in heaven. Let us see. And not only that, by the way, even mountains are believers and they pray to Allah. They are living being. Chapter 38, verse number 18. Let us see here. Yeah, let us see this one. Chapter 78, verse number 7. And the mountains as pillars, which mean the mountains are like nails. So according to the Quran, Allah, He placed the mountains in the top of the earth. He made the earth as a flat, as you see. The first translation here it says mihadan. Mihad, it can be bed, that's true. But what is meant here is flat. You can open the interpretation and you can read it. He made the earth flat and He put the mountain in the top of it as, you know, as nails. So the Quran confirmed that mountains is something, you know, something He added in the top of the earth. And actually, even the Quran claiming that there is a point where Allah did the mountains in the top of the earth. If we go to different verse, we will see it says, where He described in details how He created the earth. If you remember, let us go here. In chapter 41, verse number 9, Allah, He said He created 2 days. Then He says, and then He placed therein firm mountains in the top of it. Do you see it says He placed therein? I mean, that make it so clear, right? So now it's confirmed clearly that He placed the mountains in the top of it. And then after that He says, and then He went to the sky and He made them 7 skies. So the sky was not, there's no sky actually. The sky was the last thing is created, and the sky was a smoke. Ibn Kathir explained that the smoke was happening because from the earth, the earth was many places in fire, and the smoke came from the earth, and this is what the verse saying, that and the sky was a smoke. But look what happened here. According to the Quran, Allah, He placed mountains firm in the top of the earth, you know, as a scientific fact, in different place actually. In chapter 21, verse number 31, the one we mentioned, it says that the reason Allah, He placed the mountain in the top of the earth is because He want to prevent the earth from shaking. Like, you know, if you have a carpet, you have some wind, anything can move it. So the more heavy stuff in the top of it is not going to move. But if you go to Japan, Japan is a country of mountains. But the country keep dancing non-stop, like dirigan, 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 dirigan. Mountains actually is one of the reasons for them to exist is instability, not stability. So mountains will not stabilize anything. The mountains is a natural behavior of the ground. When there is a pressure, either a volcano or tectonic plates, etc., that pressure generate mountains, either from the magma from the volcano or from 2 tectonic plates. They meet together and they start kissing each other violently. So the mountain will grow, and the mountain, they go up. So this is another mistake. But here we have to go where He said that Allah, He created the Prophet, He discovered the ozone. The ozone. You know, I find discovery of the ozone is amazing. Prophet Muhammad, how in the world he knew that? How in the world? Look at this, you know. So if we read together, and we have made the heaven a roof, safe, well guarded. So here you see, it says the heaven. The heaven. What is the lowest heaven according to Islam? Is that the layer of the ozone? No. The lowest heaven according to the Quran is where is the stars located. chapter 41, verse number 12. And then he completed them as 7 heavens in 2 days, and he assigned to each heaven its duty. And then we adorned the lower heaven with light. So where is the lamps? The translation is false, by the way. It doesn't say light. It says masabih. I mean, I don't know who is this donkey. Translation of Yusuf Ali. Yeah, Yasser Qadi, he says this guy, he don't even speak Arabic. So I just see different idiot. Word masabih became light. Unbelievable. What happening to this world? Why everything is upside down? Here it says, okay, see here it says, and we adorned the nearest or the lowest heaven, nearest to us, lower heaven, with lamps, stars. So according to your prophet, if the ozone is the discovery of what the Quran is saying in the other chapter, that's mean this is where the stars are located. So why Muslims, they are lying? Not only that, if we go and we read what the Quran is saying about those about the protected sky, the protected sky is not the earth sky protected, it is the sky protected. Read carefully. And we have made the heaven a roof, safe, well guarded. It is the heaven is well guarded. What does that mean? Maybe Allah is speaking about the meteor. In fact, the opposite. Allah here, because Muhammad is so smart, he is genius, he claimed that Shaitan, he tried to steal information from Allah. But Allah, he will not allow Shaitan to steal too much. He will steal some, because Shaitan is very, very, very smart. So here you see in chapter 15, it says that Shaitan, he will try to steal, but before that, we will see here it says, we guarded it from every outcast devil. What is guarded it? The heaven. Read the verse before it. So when the Quran speaks about guarded heaven, this is not about guarded earth. That guarded heaven from who? From Shaitan. So Shaitan cannot enter the heaven. However, in different verses, we will find more explanation by the smart Muhammad, who is copying fairy tales and stories. If Shaitan, he tried to grow out of the zone of the earth, in chapter 37, actually the same here we see, it says, verse number 6, after Allah, he created, this is verse number 5, he created the heaven and the earth, and all that between them. We adorn the lowest heaven with the planets and stars, etc. All right, so this is the lowest heaven where it is, and with security. This is false translation again. It says, and we guarded it, protected it from every forward devil. Forward devil, that's a good translation. Forward. I never heard of such a thing. Shaitan married. What? I mean, this translation is really weird. Muhammad, what do you do when you translate? Are you using Mickey Mouse magazine? I mean, I cannot find a translation I can read. So here it says, and with security from every forward devil. Let us see different translation. I mean, those guys are really weird. Forward devil, this is Big Tal. You must be a forward translation. Here, look at this. This is different than forward devil. Like, I mean, this supposedly this person is smarter, you know. Every rebellious devil. And even this one is false, but I'm not going to keep switching the translation, but let us go. And to guard against every rebellious katuta Satan, okay? So when the Quran speak about Allah protecting the heaven, this is not about the layers of the ozone. It's about Shaitan, who tried to steal information from Allah, and Allah, he guarded the heaven against him. And then if he tried to go up, brother, we shoot them, except such a snatch away something. So look, a shaitan, he's successful. The defense of Allah is not working. Star War weapon is not working. Look like Allah is like Putin. He thought he can take Ukraine in 2 days, but it's not working. So they snatch his information and they got him busted. So except as such a snatch away something, what you can snatch from Allah, Muslims? What the shaitan can snatch from Allah? Please let me know. His ice cream, his microphone, his iPad, snatch something, except the one who snatch by stealing. What the heck? That is true story. And they pursued by flaming fire, piercing bright. So do you see what protected roof mean? Why Muslims lie? Not only that, if this is not enough proof for you, I will show you even something more funny. Just yesterday, the American, they went, one guy, Russian or team of Russian, to go to the sky, brother. But by the way, none of them, her name is Olga from Russia. So it says here that if anyone, any human or genie, try to go out of the zone of the earth and the heaven, Allah, he said, if they try to go out of the zone of the earth, Allah will shoot them. So this is what protected roof mean. O assembly of jinns and man, if you have power to pass beyond the zone of the heaven and the earth, then pass them, but you will not be able to do so except with authority of Allah. Now you ask the Muslims, what does that mean? They say to you, the Prophet, brother, Prophet Muhammad, he went in the top of flying donkey. All right. Yeah. So you see how the Muhammadans, they lie and they say that this is about protected roof. We have a person, his name is Mancho Man. How are you, Mancho Man? Why you don't call me? Are you saying to me I'm lying or they are lying? I don't know. Do we have any Muslim here when I say, why you lie? Why you say, excuse me, I was singing, you know, Allah, he ordered me to sing all day. And I said to myself, I cannot disobey Allah. Otherwise, will happen to me what happened to the Jews. They fished in Saturday, brother, and they woke up in the morning, they found themselves pigs and monkeys. True story. However, I have a friend, his name is Jack Shalom, he fished every Saturday. Until now, he don't look like a monkey. He look like a mule. So why you lie? According to your silly God, no human, no genie, no human can go to the space. So what we have in the space right now? You are saying Muhammad lies? You try to cover yourself now, huh? Okay. So you see, so set number 2 is a lie. Okay, universe is expanding. Abdul, first of all, universe is expanding. This is something in the Bible, written thousands of years before your prophet even learned how to fart. So even if that is true, I copy somebody else's book, that will not make you a hero. Secondly, where in the verse it says Allah is expanding universe? Why Muslims lie? Here we go. What the verse is saying, that Allah, he can do more. If you don't believe me, go and read the interpretation. Allah is capable of doing more. The Muslim, they lie and they say, oh, this is about expanding the universe. Shall we go and read the interpretation? Chapter 51, verse number 47. 51, 47. Whatever Muslims say, I will take it. Okay. 51. 47. Anyone here from the Philippines? You go in the bus, the guy will say to you, sir, I have to pay you back 44 pesos. I told him, keep the money and say it one more time. So he said 44. I said, okay, keep them. He said, sir, can I say it again? You give me 44 pesos. I said, no, that's enough. Do you see it? Allah, this is mean. Muwassi'un, it's mean. He has become capable and strong. Allah is more powerful. Where is the... Why the Muslim did not see that Allah is expanding the universe before? Why this is something now is coming? I mean, where have you been before, brother? This is 44 Alibaba, you know, story. Let us see this guy, Ibn Abbas. Okay, here we go. It says, we expand the provision, therefore. I mean, you can read Ibn Kathir. I mean, it's silly, it's stupid, it's dummy, it's yummy, it's naman. Sorry, guys, Jibreel was talking to me right now. Here it says, so number 3 is a lie. Iron is from space, not from Earth. Like, what the heck? Iron is from the space, not from the Earth. All right. So how your stupid God, he created the earth before he created the heaven, and then the iron is coming from the heaven? Isn't it the Quran says he created everything on earth, and then he went to the sky and he made them 7 skies? Should I hit my head in the wall now? Please don't hold me, please. I want to hit my head in the wall. You idiot, the Quran says Allah, he created everything in the earth, and then he went to the heaven, and the heaven was a smoke, which means there's nothing. Didn't you Muslim, you say that if this book has a contradiction, Mimi Hijab, he says to Borat, what is his name, Borat? No, not Borat, sorry. What is his name, Patterson? This guy Patterson is really the most funny idiot ever. He was sitting like a mule, you know, like, you know, I don't know why he's there even. Anyway, and he's famous. Look like when you are a mule, you are so famous. So, Mimi Hijabi says to him, the Quran says, if this is a book, no, actually not Mimi Hijab, not Patterson, not Patterson. He said that to Borat Erhaman, whatever, Borat, the other Borat. Yeah, he said to him, the Prophet of Allah in the Quran, he says, if this is a book made by other than Allah, you will find in it a lot of contradiction. Borat, even he's stupid, he was smarter than Mimi Hijab and Allah. He said to him, will I have a yellow pages book, have 0 contradiction, and it's made in Arabic? Does that mean it's made by Allah? Oh boy. But look what happened here. When the Quran says, if this is a book made by other than Allah, huh? You will find contradiction. Okay. You are saying now, the Quran is saying iron sent from space. But the space was not exist when the earth was created. Let us go to the Quran, shall we? Now he will say to me, the Quran is da'if, it's fabricated, and there is many Christian and Hindus, they were behind the corruption of the translation, and the Quran and Arabic too, you know. Let us read the Quran. Who is here first time? If you are here first time, I advise you to leave immediately. Otherwise, you will have addiction. Me, myself, I heard myself first time. I could not leave anymore. True story. But I need 4 witnesses. No problem. I have 4 old phones. They were there. So listen at this. It is he who created for all that you in earth, and then he went and he rose over toward the heaven, and he made them 7 heaven. So which one is finished first? Shall we show you the interpretation? Interpretation? I can show you 44 interpretation, and all of them they agree that this is what is meant. Let us show you the first one of the 44. Okay? Or we can show Ibn Kathir if you want. I don't know. It's up to you. Which one you like? Be honest, come on. Do you like ice cream with chocolate? You like ice cream with no ice cream? The Muslim is the only one who eat ice cream without ice cream. Why? Because they scream always. I mean, what the heck? Who need ice cream? This is the Middle East. You go to the Middle East, everybody's screaming. You don't know why, actually. They are screaming, but everybody's screaming anyway. So look at this. It is you who created for you that everything on earth, and then he went up to the sky, and the sky was, and different verses says it was a smoke, as we showed you in chapter 41. You forgot, you know? Oh boy, why we have only 526? Okay, we will change the topic and we will talk about lipstick. Today we will talk about very important topic for society. Lipstick. What lipstick can do? Lipstick can make Prophet Muhammad look pretty. Prophet Muhammad used to put eyeliner 3 times a day. And he was very sexy, and you know it. And not only that, Prophet Muhammad, he used to have a very, very, very good looking face. And not only that, his belly bump. His belly bump will drive you nuts. You will find yourself like you are really want to jump there. You should watch the Muslim videos about how pretty your Prophet Muhammad. You will die laughing, and how white he is, because it is a racist religion. I mean, what the heck with this? So here we go. The number is increasing now. Look, alhamdulillah. The number is increasing just because we look. Hold on. Let us change the icon of the video so we can get more audience. Okay, hold on. I will do it. Hold on. You will see how people will come from everywhere, from every square, even from Trafalgar Square in England. Okay. Let us see here. Oh boy. Let us search for lipstick. Take a break, take a break. No, that will not hurt. And will bring a lot of weirdo. Lipstick. I don't know even why they call it this way. Oh, look at this. Now people will come from every corner of the earth. Oh, no, hold on. This one even will be better. Let us watch the view. How many people will be here soon? Let us count. What she is doing. Is that advertising for lipstick or for biting? Here we go. The number is increasing. I'm telling you, it's going to work. You know, those who join YouTube, they will see like whatever, you know, shish kebab hummus. Right away you jump, you know. That's why you see, like, you search for off-a-grid video. What do you see? Just try off-a-grid video. I want to watch people going off-a-grid. Why I'm seeing naked women? I mean, usually off-a-grid, people dressing because going to be in the wild, in the river, in the snow, is going to be, life is tough, but you see nothing but... what the heck is that? That will bring more people. 532. In less than 2 seconds, we get 10 more. Oh, forget about that. Oh boy. So what is missing is that Muhammad, and they will say to us that the Prophet Muhammad is the first one who discovered first lipstick. Aman Rabbi Aman. What? Is that nice calling? You have a comment? Great and print. First of all, I can prove to you that lipstick is made by Prophet Muhammad. Like, what the heck, Zachariah? Come on, this is too much, man. Great and print. First of all, it's not too much. In the time of the Prophet was very cheap, because the Prophet, he liked to support women, and he was a womanizer. I know that the part about womanizer, but how he support women? Simply, he made the lips very, very red. How he made their lips red? Very simple. In chapter 34, verse number 4, in the 34, verse number 34 in the Quran, it says, beat them. Okay? It says beat them, yeah? Exactly. When you beat your wife in her lips, what will happen to your lips? She will bleed. Exactly. She will have a lipstick thick and for free. So Christian friends, I got you busted, and you know it. Thank you very much. See, the Prophet is the first one who made women have lipstick by beating them. That is genius. Now I know where is the word genius is coming from. Genie, yes. Unbelievable. Look, the number is increasing so fast. Mashallah, mashallah. Okay, let's go back to the topic. We took a break. Those women now, they are searching. The ladies are now going in Google searching where they can buy this lipstick. They forgot the topic, but I did. Oh boy. This remind me what happened when I went to India. I wanted to warn them about Islam, and I told them, do you know that the biggest chapter in the Quran is about the cow? Big mistake. You know? And not even one Muslim says to me, it doesn't say that, CP, because they saw the Hindu convert into Islam immediately. You don't say that to the Hindus. All right. So when this guy, this Abdul, he said what he said, that iron is coming from the space, that will be even more funny, because the Quran says clearly that Allah created the earth before the heaven. And not only that, what scientists, they say that some of the iron in the crust of the earth is from the space. They don't say that the iron we have is from the space. That is number one lie. Number two, Allah, in a Friday afternoon, before any rain happened and anything fell down in the earth, because remember, anything fell from the space, it is when Allah, he shoots shaitan. Right? When Allah, he shoots shaitan. Allah, he created the earth and the heaven and whatever inside them, as we see in chapter of the cow, before even shaitan do anything wrong. And he was still in heaven. But anyway, here it says, and by the way, there is a stupid part of the story. So how Allah created Adam in heaven, and then he created the earth before. I mean, I don't know, like you see, according to Muslim, there's a tree, there's a garden, there's etc. And the Quran confirmed that Allah, he sent down Adam from heaven. And then we find the Quran saying Allah created the heaven before the earth before the heaven. And then we find that Allah, he ordered Adam and Shaitan to go down to it, which means the earth. And now we have the Muslims saying that iron is coming from the space, but Adam blood have iron. So if Allah, he sent the iron to the human being as a benefit, as the Muslim they claim, well, that's mean the iron have to happen before we are created. But the Quran in chapter 57, verse number 25 saying, I send you iron down, and I said the book. Why the Muslim did not take the book literally? And not only that, Allah, he says, I send down on them feather, libas and warish. So the Muhammadan, when they want, they make it literally. When they want, they say metaphorically. If we go here in the Quran, guys, are we having a good time, or we switch to lipstick topic? Yeah. If you go here in the Quran, chapter 7, verse number 26, it says that Allah, I mean, look at the translation. Look at the translation, brother. It says here, O children of Adam, we have bestowed raiment upon you. Is that really what it says? In Arabic, it says rish, rishan. You see the word rish? Rish means feather. But did Allah really send on us clothing? Literally? Are we born with feather, as the Quran saying? Because as you see here, it says, we send down in you clothing to cover yourself, and feather, and again he report the word, repeat the word clothing again, which is stupid. What you just said, we send down on you clothing, and feather and clothing. If you change the translator here, and by the way, I like it where it says so screen your private part. So what the burqa for? To screen the private part? The bikini can do that. To screen what? Let us read the translator. This is chapter 7, verse number 26. Just for fun, just to show you how they lie when they translate. The word feather is not there no more. Maybe the fox, he ate the chicken and the feather is gone. Things happen, you know. Things happen, brother. What you can do? Okay. We would both hide. We revealed to you. We have revealed to you dress. Like what the heck? It now revealed. Since when dress is revealed, brother? It says anzalna. This idiot, he is using Google translation, you know, because the word anzalna appear in the Quran too, like we send down the Quran. So the Muslim, they say, okay, we translate it as revealed. So this stupid now, he is translating the word anzalna for anything as revealed. But this is mean, oh, I saw a vision of a clothing. I see a bikini. By the way, is it bikini or bikini? I think we should have changed the name for bikini, because I saw a girl, her name is Vicky, was wearing it. I think it's bikini, because she is the first one who wear the Burkina Faso. So here it says, the translation is false. It's 5 different translations. This is who? This is Ahmad Ali. No, Ahmad Ali. Ahmad Ali is famous with his lies. Okay, look at this. What happened? The word feather appear. Let me zoom. Feather. Finally, we find the word feather. Like what the heck? The word feather disappear everywhere. Now I know who is the first man in this earth. He was an American Indian. Must be true. I saw them in the movie. They have feather in their head, but not in their private part. So this is the science, you know. So the Quran says we send down the iron to kill each other, not to be, you know. I mean, look how they lie. They say the Quran speak about the iron sent down. Let us go to the verses. Oh boy. If you go to the verses, you will see in the verses, Allah is saying supposedly, Aka Muhammad, we send our messengers and we send down with them books and we send down iron. So based on this, everything is literally literal. But we know that Allah did not send the book to Muhammad. He did not write a book and he sent it down. Secondly, was Muhammad sent from heaven? Number 3, did Allah send any book with Adam down to earth? That's a good question. Number 4, it says here, and we send down the scale. Did Allah send down a scale to measure things? Or this is metaphorically? And we send the iron with a great might, so you can kill each other. So what the Quran is saying, Allah created the iron for have a benefit, and the Muslim can use it to protect Allah. Do you see it? So why you are lying, saying about this is about Allah sending down the iron, and the iron wasn't exist on the earth? First of all, anyone can go right now. All of you, you have Google, peace be upon him. You can go and search, and you will find iron is exist from the start of the earth existence. It's not something new. And if we go to the hadith, you will see the following too. This is your prophet, your da'if prophet, saying the following. And this is Sahih Hadith. This is Sahih Muslim, as you see. 2789. It says here, Allah created the clay on Saturday, created the mountains in Sunday, created the trees in Monday, created all things entirely labor on Tuesday, created the light in Wednesday, and he caused the animal to spread in Thursday, and he created Adam, peace be upon him, after noon Friday, brother. Okay, I will go with you now. The first thing was created was the dirt. The second thing was created was the mountains. The third thing was created was the trees. All this time there's no iron. Alhamdulillah. And there was no sky yet. Oh boy. Today people are busy. It is Saturday night, so people are outside. And actually I started too late. People are asleep too, you know. But I said to myself, let me give a chance for those who live in some territory, you know, like the example, if you are a person who is an Asian person who live in Brazil, you know, Brazil in Asia, in case you do not know. For Prophet Muhammad, he is the only one who found that. Actually, there's a famous Muslim historian. The Muslim, they claim he's a historian. He went to an island. His name is Ibn Battuta. I don't know if you heard of him. Muslim, they love him, but very much. Ibn Battuta, brother, he found an island, and he swear by Allah and Prophet Muhammad that this is true. He found an island. All of it is women. Man, oh man. I search in Google everywhere, trying to go there. Only women. And not only that. All the island women, they have 3 boobs. Boing, 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 boing. 3 boobs, Ibn Battuta. I mean, the first lie is so big to believe. But now the women have 3 boobs. What happened to the 4th one? And the Muslims are so proud about him. They say, see, we have long before Magellan. We have long before. Like, what the heck? Yeah, only 3. Only 3. I will tell you why. It's more sexy and you know it. You know, like one in the right point, one in the left point, and one in the middle of the belly bump point. Actually, I think all women before, they used to have 3 boobs, and that one have a flat, like somebody put a needle in it and became a belly bump. I got you busted. Oh man. Yeah, and Muslim did not even try to contact me yet. I don't know. Let's see if there's any Muslim. There's no Muslims. No. Nobody. Nobody know. Nobody know. Nobody know. No. Nobody. Nobody. Yeah. Actually, I saw, before I go live, I saw there is 4 smart debaters. I mean, I want to know how even this atheist and this Christian, he agree to sit with those idiots. I mean, what is this? I click in it and I heard this guy. Do you remember this guy? What his name? Perfect Dawa. I made him perfect falafel. They were saying about that cut their hands and cut their feet, etc. So the perfect guy, Dawa, he said to him, to David Wood or Abu Prophet, this is about the Pharaoh, okay? This is about the Pharaoh. And you know, the funny about those debates, nobody used the word liar. They are very polite people. This is why there is no point of this debate. What the heck? No, get him busted. You know, what's wrong with those people? I find those debates, especially with moderator, is a mockery of debate. And the channel here is called Modern Day Debate. I love all day debates. Unbelievable. Moderator. And then the moderator, he get involved when he should not. So the other person, he can run away. Very silly. Very silly. Modern Day Debate. So any Muslim want to continue? Shall we continue? Shall we continue the lies of the Muhammadan? Let us continue. Forget about those guys. So here another lie. 2 seas met and they don't mix. Like, what the heck? They don't? Brother and sister. I don't want to call Zakir Naik. I mean, I want to leave that guy alone. Give him Give him a vacation. Christian Prince. First of all, I don't work for you and you can't give me vacation. Zakir Naik, how in the world you jump in the line? I did not even call you. Christian Prince, we are at with peak right now. We are hacking your computer. And I never had that your computer. Okay, as long as you are inside my computer, I'm going to go to the kitchen, get 1 cup of fresh water, another cup mixed with salt water, and I'm going to mix them together. Let us see if salty water and the fresh water they don't mix. Can we do that? You know, actually, this silly verse here, if we can quote a verse, proving Muhammad to be a fool. Muhammadan are so smart to the point, they go and make a comment in the comment section. They say, brother, trust me, this is not Zakir Naik. Zakir Naik is my friend and he told me he did not call CP. Abdul, no comment. They are discussing if this is a true Zakir Naik. Go and see the comment. You will not believe it. Christian Prince, first of all, you cannot make my voice and nobody can make my voice because Allah, He made me unique. You know, Zakir Naik, Allah, He made you unique. That's absolutely. I cannot find like you anywhere. Can you? Ask your mom. So, do seize meat and don't mix. Abdul, do you notice here something stupid in the verse? According to your stupid Quran, Aka Muhammad, the fresh water is a sea. The sea. But you know, I can say maybe at that time they used the word sea for anything like massive in size. Maybe we will let it go. But if we go to the verse, you will be sorry. And you will say, it doesn't say that, CP. You will regret. Shall we go there? Okay. Let us go. We will find this is story, the same thing mentioned in 2 chapters. Chapter 25, verse 53, and chapter 55, verse number 19. Christian Prince is a greater man than Muhammad. Are you insulting me now? Are you comparing me to Muhammad? Why? Am I a child molester? Am I a thief, stole underwear of people? Somebody told you I jump in the neighbor, I take their laundry? Why are you comparing me to Muhammad, man? What I did to you? Look, what the heck is that? Okay, I will forgive you this time. I will forgive you. Okay, next time I will throw you between the 2 seas where they never mix, and you will be alone forever. 2 seas they meet, but they don't. You just said they meet, and they don't mix. That is unique. Chapter 25, verse number 53, it says, and we will go to the other verse too. And it is He who lit the 2 seas, this one sweet, grateful to taste. Okay, let me get that. True. This is true. And this is salty. Let me get that too. Man, I cannot drink it. Sorry, I cannot. Okay, bitter. I told you. To the tongue. And He set between them a barrier and ban forbidden. What the heck? So the Quran says He set between them a barrier. Yeah, Abdul, in Arabic it says وَحِجْرٌ مَحْجُورًا. Hijran coming from the word hajar, hujura, but separate things by rocks. If we go to your prophet Ibn Kathir, he will say to you, Allah, He made between both of them barzakh, and barzakh, which is a piece of land, a dry land between them. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. Shall we? If I click here now, we will go to the ellipsis stick. This is the barrier. No, not this one, man. Go to the other one. Okay. So we want this one now. Where we are. Too many verses. Chapter again, 25, verse number 53. We go to Ibn Kathir, 25, 53. 25. All right, this is Ibn Kathir, peace be upon him. And by the way, Ibn Kathir, he was a YouTuber in his time. He is a moderate comparing to the old, he was trying to defend the Quran. So this is a person who came long after Muhammad, and he was trying to protect Muhammad by saying lies like the YouTubers today, because now he get more educated, not like the previous ones, Ibn Abbas, etc. So he tried to defend Islam, but look what he said. This is Ibn Kathir. All right. And that is salty and bitter, meaning it's salty, bitter, and easy to swallow. Not easy to swallow. This is like, etc. Okay, the Gulf of Persia, Mediterranean, blah, 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 blah. And then he says, and he has set a barrier, complete partition between them, meaning between the sweet water and the salty water. Barzakhan. See the word barzakh in Arabic? Meaning a barrier, which is a dry land. So Abdul, the video you show us in YouTube about two water not mixing is a lie, because they are mixing. But because the two water have different, there's a current, they keep coming. So we see that line, but they are mixing every minute, every second. And here in the Quran it says that this barrier preventing the salty water from the fresh water to meet ever. But this is scientifically false. Why? Because all the fresh water is coming from the salty water, which is the ocean. It's a cycle of rain, steam, rain, coming down to earth, river, and then go back to the sea. According to your stupid Quran, a smart prophet Muhammad, Allah, he put a partition between them, which will they never ever meet. And actually here, he quote for you the other verse, the one you mentioned. It says here, مرج البحرين يلتقيان بينهما برزخ لا يبغيان. Let's see what it means. He has let loose the two seas meeting together, between them a barrier. They are not meeting really, which none of them can transgress. But science doesn't say that. Science, they says that this water mix, even though it appears actually you can search right now, there's scientific videos not made by Christian, not made by Hindus, not made by scientists who they don't like all this religion, brother. So they can between them, so none of them can transgress. You see it, none of them. So the mad Muhammad, he think that the earth, the land, is separating between the fresh sea and the salty sea. They never mix. Actually, Ibn Kathir, he want to help you more. In different verse, Ibn Kathir, he said, Quran says, let us go there. Chapter 27, verse number 61. It says, isn't it he better than your God? And here we find it very funny to compare Allah and say it's better. That's mean they are good. If you say I'm better than your God, that's mean they are good too. Stupid. Who has made the earth as a fixed abode, and has placed river in the midst, and has placed firm mountains. Look how many mistakes in this verse. Mountains placed in there, and has set a barrier between the two seas, between to bracket the salt and the fresh water. Do you see it? And if we go to Ibn Kathir confirmed that this is, yes, this is the meaning. As you see in front of you. So why you lie? In fact, everything you mentioned to us until now is a pure mistake, proving that Allah cannot be God. I think Saturday, Friday night is not really good for those who live in America, right? I mean, it's too late for them, and it's good for those who live in, if you are an Asian who live, Asia, as you know, it's located let me remember. Yeah, I remember now. I learned in the Middle East school that there is a place where the flat sea, the salty sea, and the freshwater sea, they meet. That place is where Asia is. This is why there's a lot of Asian. Unbelievable. I mean, first Asian, second Asian, third Asian, 5 Asian, 7 Asian, 10 Asians. I mean, you are out of number, by the way. And why we don't meet them? Because they're a barrier. Allah, He put a barrier. Okay? And that make you in China now. Do we have any Muslim here want to say anything? Rohanizan? His name is Rohanizan? Is that an accident? Why Prophet Jesus can also erase sin? Is that a bad thing? Because he's God. Just get out of here. Get out of here. If you want to call me, call me. Why Prophet Jesus can erase sin? Because he's God, you idiot. He's not prophet. You stupid idiot. Your prophet, your Allah cannot erase sin. Look at this. As long you mention this, look at this, brother. Are you with me from Brazil? In Honolulu? Huh? Look at this. Allah, He says to Muhammad, may Allah forgive your sin, Muhammad. Like, what the heck? Jesus, He don't say, may God forgive your sin. He says, go and your sin is forgiven because He's God. Your God say that may Allah forgive your sin. A question. Allah, I have a question. Christian Prince, I told you, don't ask question. What the heck? I'm talking to Allah. Zakir Naik, answer. Do you see it? That Allah may forgive your sin of the past and the future. And by the way, the Muslim, they have articles saying that the Pope one day he used to sell documentation for the rich ones forgiving their sin. Then when we check, we find that this is in the Quran. The past and the future, open license for sin. And by the way, it's not granted yet. It's maybe. Look at this religion. Who is talking? They will say to you, Allah. Okay. How Allah? He say, may Allah. I'm getting dizzy here. You should see my eyes like going in circle, like boing, 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 boing. Allah saying, may Allah for you. Allah, what the heck? Like I went, to the restaurant, and I told the waiter, may Christian Prince pay you. The guy, he looked around like, what is the heck? Who is the other guy? He's eating alone. He said, what is you have to pay, sir? I said, okay, I told you. May Christian Prince pay you. And until now, he's waiting. So if your God, Allah, is God, He should say to Muhammad, you go and your sin is forgiven. But Allah making a wish? Wish? I mean, what kind of God making wish? Man, I am a God, wish me. Good luck. The Muslim, they say, where Jesus says, worship me, you should say to them, what kind of God He says, wish me? The wish God. Make a wish, Allah. Allah making a wish. And His wish is wishing that Muhammad's sin will be forgiven. Wish. Wishy. Do we have any Muslim have an objection for all the scandals we discover in the Quran? Don't come to me and say to me you have a religion. You have shish kebab. This is the guy is mentally ill. As you see, even your scholars agree that according to the Quran, Allah, He put a barrier between the fresh water and salty water, and they will never mix. All of you who live in an area next to the sea, and you have a river coming from the land to the sea, go there and see if the fresh water and salty water is mixed. Go. When you see different in color, simply because the current carry different water. A water have maybe mud, have etc. So they have different structures. It's like when there is a rain, a river come with a lot of mud. So you will see always like a line, but they are mixing, my friend. There's no scientist in the world saying such a thing. But in the top of that, as you see, the silly Muhammad claiming that Allah, He put a physical barrier, physical, which is a dry land, and the word barzakh is a physical piece of land, which is separate between them. And this is Ibn Kathir. Admin, can you post Ibn Kathir for them so they can read and they can save it in their reference? So this is not a scientific discovery. This is scientific stupidity. Anyone have a question? You know, always when I go to the sea, you know where I stand? Under the dry land, between the fresh sea and the salty sea. This way I can fish from the two water. Fresh water fish and salty water fish. You know, last time, I will tell you, this is a true story, by the way. I was fishing in the river and I got 70-foot shark. And then I said to myself, okay, how this shark is in a fresh water, you know, 70 meter, 71, 72, I'm not sure, by the way, to be honest with you. I said to myself, how in the world the shark, he is in the fresh water? And then I remember, do you remember the scientific discovery of a prophet Moses going to meet Al-Khidr, and then the fish who Moses got it from the river jump in the sea and she made a tunnel? Do you remember the story? If you don't remember the story, I can show you the story, Mr. Science. I mean, look who's talking about science. I'm dying here. Unbelievable. According to Muhammad, the Quran, by the way, used the word hut, their whale, but the Muslims, they claim that this is a fish. In chapter 18, verse number 61, this is chapter 18, by the way, is the most hilarious, lovely. Thank God that the goat did not eat it. I will shoot myself if this has happened. And then I will shoot the goat. So chapter 18, verse number, you can read actually from before. So this is about Musa's brother. And you know, you see the Quran, how suddenly Allah is talking about different things, and suddenly He says, and remember when Moses said to his boy, hey boy, I will not give up traveling until I reach the junctions of the two seas. Like, what the heck? How in the world this verse now is inserted in middle of nowhere? I mean, where is the story? Where is the story? How Musa suddenly became here? What happened? I mean, obviously there was a beginning of this story, and it's missing, it's gone in the Quran, because there's no way. I mean, we are talking about Microsoft and Bill Gates. He is telling people not to eat meat to save the earth. But he fly in jet and he have 60, 70 bodyguard with him, and he's schooling you to save the earth, not to eat meat and don't buy big houses. Yeah, and he live, by the way, in a small studio. Yeah. I mean, those people are disgusting creatures. Unbelievable. I spit on them and I will wash my spit again. Look here. And remember when Moses said to his boy servant, I will not give up traveling. Yes, Moses, don't give up. Don't give up. Never give up. Until I reach the two junctions of the two seas. until I spend years and years traveling. Brother, don't tell me about it. I'm doing that for years and years. But when they reached the junction of the two seas, like, what the heck? It was so easy. Here, they are not giving up. After a second, they are there. Of the two seas, they forgot their fish. Oh boy. I mean, how the fish should jump in the scenario in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever heard of a movie like this? And then they forget their fish. Like, what fish? Shouldn't you tell us first that they have a fish with them? I mean, who is the author who wrote this story? So, and then they forgot their fish and took it away through the sea as in a tunnel. Like, what the heck? It is in the sea as in a tunnel? I'm out of words. I want to get this fish. This is a fish. We can fish you. So the fish, brother, was dead. Anyone knows what happened here? Who remember? Who remember? Let us see your memory. All of you are old. I'm the only young one here. And this is why I like chapter 21. You know, close to my age. Next year I will be 21. I will be able to drink Pepsi Cola. Huh? What happened? What happened? Anyone remember? Mr. Science, why you don't post for us the story of your prophet about the fountain of youth from the Pirate of the Caribbean? If we go to the hadith, oh boy. Let us see. We want to show you the longer version of the story. Wait. Oh, okay. Let's show you this story here first. The chapter, the statement, remember Moses when he said this is Quran. So this is explanation of the Quran. وإذ قال موسى فتاه etc. etc. So here you see the story. So when Moses and his servant they arrive to the junctions of the two seas, slave of ours who is more learned than you, Moses. Allah, he said to Moses. So Moses says, oh my Lord, how I can meet him? He says, take a fish with you and put it in a basket, and where you will lose the fish, you will find him. What easy way? The fish is dead. She is in the basket. When you lose the fish, and remember, Moses is traveling for years, supposedly. Long distance, but the fish, maybe it's a sardine in the can, you know. So Moses, he took a fish, he put it in the basket, and he keep going with his servant, Yeshua ibn Nun. And they reached the rock, which both sides laid their head, and they slept. The fish moved vigorously. Like, what the heck? She's dead. How the fish move, brother? What the heck? You know? And then the fish, she moved in the sea and she made a tunnel. And that's what Musa took later. In the sea, brother, he walked in the water like a rock. But in case you do not know, there's different hadith says that they found a fountain It's called the fountain of life. And some of the fountain water fall into the sea. Sorry, fall in the fish. Let us see. Where?